Number 2, fratres nihil cum ratione heri gerebant. Go to the end, we'll get the verb gerebant. They were carrying out, they were accomplishing. Third person, plural, imperfect, active, indicative. Who was carrying out? The fratres, the brothers. This is your nominative, plural, masculine. They were carrying out, they were doing, they were accomplishing what? Nihil, accusative, singular, neuter. It's actually indeclinable. They were accomplishing nothing. The brothers were accomplishing, were doing, were carrying out, is probably your best translation. We're carrying out nothing, cum ratione, with reason. This is your ablative, singular feminine, and it is the ablative with a preposition cum. Cum always takes the preposition, the ablative case. The brothers were carrying out nothing with reason yesterday. Seems to me that's something brothers often do. Carry on without reason. Number 7. Ubi civitas ulus viros magnae sapientiae audiet. Audiet. Here's that the verb, and it's the future tense. The third person singular. Future. Active indicative. Now, what, just out of curiosity, what would the present be? The present would be audit. But that's not what we have here. We have audiet, the future. What is the subject? Civitas, the state, nominative singular feminine. The state will hear, or let's throw in the interrogative, when will the state hear? Any men, accusative, plural, masculine, and any modifies it. Any man of great wisdom. This is your genitive of description is what it's called. Genitive, singular, feminine. Magni modifies it. We'll just, When will the state hear any men of great? It's fine with me. Number 10. Copiae vestrae utrum virum ibi numquam capient. Copiae, capient. Copiae is nominative, plural, feminine. Means troops. Vestrae modifies it. Capient, third person, plural, future, active, indicative. Your troops will seize, active, indicative, of the verb capio. Third io verb, capere, capi, captum. Your troops will seize never. Your troops will seize never. Either man, accusative, singular, masculine, either man, there. So let's review the sentences for chapter 11. Practice and review. Number 1. Eum ad eam cum alio agricola heri metebant. Here's your verb, metebant, third person, plural, imperfect, active indicative. They were sending, or they sent, because the adverb yesterday. They sent, here's your direct object, him, accusative, singular, masculine. Ad eam, now we have a series of, or at least two of them, prepositional phrases. Ad eam, to her, cum alio agricola. Alio modifies agricola. Agricola is ablative, singular, masculine. And even though it has what looks to be a feminine ending, cum takes the ablative with the farmer, with another farmer. So they sent him to her with another farmer yesterday. Number 4. Vosne eastem literas ad eum mitre cras audebitis. Here's a mouthful, isn't it? Let's break this one up very carefully. Vosne. Okay, ne indicates this is a question, equals a question. Great. So, something about you. What are you all doing? You, plural. This is your nominative, plural. We don't know if it's you women, you men, whatever. Here, notice the second person plural, future, active, indicative, okay? This is an adverb. This cross is an adverb. Cross is the adverb that means tomorrow. Tomorrow. I spelled it right. Okay. Audebitus means dare, and so this is your complementary infinitive. Dare to send. Now let's look at these three. The remaining words: accusative, plural, feminine, direct object. Eastem. It modifies the letters, and this dem means the same. Ad eum, ad plus the accusative equals to. And it means direction. Okay? Not to as indirect object. I'm giving this to you. This is a physical going from one place to another. So, you, wosne, will you dare to send, mitere, tomorrow, the same letters to him? Now, I don't know what's going on, but will you dare to send the same letters to him tomorrow? Don't know. Number 6. Post laborum eius gratias magnas ei agemus. All right. Post laborum, this means after work. I just got that out of the way because I recognized it immediately. Normally I would say go to the end of the verb, end of the sentence and get the verb, but post laborum means after work. Same phrase we have today. Agemus. What tense is agemus? Well, what does it come from? Ago, agere, egi, actum. And agemus, it's the third conjugation. The sign for the present tense in the third conjugation is an I, so this must be the future tense. We will give, or we will do. What will we do? Thanks. Magna, not just thanks, accusative, plural, feminine, but magnas, put a dotted arrow, magnas, thanks, to him, or for him. This is your indirect object. Indirect object, that's why it's dative. Singular, could be masculine, could be feminine, we don't know. We are giving, after work, we are giving him or her great thanks. And then eius goes here. It is the genitive, singular, could be masculine, could be feminine. It equals his or hers. So, after his work, we will give him or her, whichever one you want, whichever one you decided, much thanks. So after his work, we will give him much thanks, or after her work, we will give her great thanks or much thanks. We say much thanks, not great. Either one. So let's look at these sentences from chapter 12. Number 2. Rationes alterius filiae heri non fuerunt eidem. Fuerunt, what is that from? The verb here is fuerunt. It is the sum esse fui, futurum. And so you can see here, this is the third principal part. This means we're in the perfect system, and this is the ending isti, it, imis, istis, erunt. So it is the ending for the third person plural present perfect. Third person plural present perfect. Active indicative. And this is your subject, and this is an adjective modifying the subject. The reasons have been the same. Or in this case, you're going to see, I think it's appropriate to use the simple past tense. The reasons were the same. The reasons, filii, of the daughter, genitive, singular, feminine. And what do we do with alterius? This is one of those unus nauta adjectives. And so this is also genitives. The reasons of the other daughter yesterday, adverb, non fuerant, were not the same. She had different reasons yesterday. I don't know the situation here, but the reasons of the other daughter yesterday were not the same. Different story today. Number 6. Eundem timorem, nec in isto consule, nec inimico eos, sensimus. Now, hopefully you recognize this em is accusative, singular masculine, eundem modifies it. That same fear, and so that's the direct object. So we have to go to the verb, the sensimus, to get the subject. We felt. Okay, and let me address that. Sentio, sentire, sensi, sensum. This is the third principal part, locked in. Stone cold lead pipe lock for some form of the perfect. We don't know if it's the present perfect, the pluperfect, or the future perfect, but when you see that third principal part, it's a lock. It's one of those three, and that's it. We sensed, and so this is just your isti, it, imus, istis, erunt. First person plural, present perfect, active indicative, and I believe in this case, we have sensed. That's fine, or we sensed. Again, lots of times the simple past tense can be used for the perfect system. I encourage you to start off with the have sensed, just to get used to it. But sometimes the simple past is fine. We have sensed the same fear. Neck means neither nor, so you can just break those off. Neck equals neither nor. And generally, the Romans are not going to put things outside of that neither nor. That neck is going to introduce a group of words, and the second neck is going to introduce a group of words. And you can treat them separately if it's helpful. Don't get all confused. Don't go crazy. I know I say many, many, many times, word order doesn't matter in Latin. However, they are very, very consistent in word groupings. And when you see this neck, you can be reasonably assured, not quite a stone cold lead pipe lock, like that third principal part I said before, but beyond reasonably assured that those words are going to be grouped together. And as a result, you can see I've put parentheses around them. So, neither in that consul, nor in his friend. We sensed the same fear, neither in that consul, nor in his friend. Again, I don't know what's going on in this case. Sometimes, like Scrubs and JD, I have to think of a scenario in my head for the sentence to make sense. This case I'm lost. If you can come up with a scenario, more power to you. Great. I've just accepted the grammar of the sentence in this case. We have felt the same fear, neither in that consul nor in his friend. Number 7. Post paucas horas Caesar etiam capit. After a few... let me analyze this first. Post paucas horas. Post will take those that accusative, and it just means after a few hours. I read it through in Latin, but sometimes you're getting to the point where you just recognize it. After a few hours. Move on. What happened? Caesar took Asia. I'm hoping you understand all this grammar. I'm hoping the grammar of this sentence is feeling a little natural to you. I hope that you can look at etiam and recognize it as an accusative singular feminine. And capit is now new, third person singular, present perfect, active indicative. And capit comes from capio, capere, capi, captum. And I hope now that you see the importance of recognizing the third principal part. And I think this is going to be one of the most difficult challenges, because if you look up CEPIT in Latin in the back of the book, in the dictionary, you're not going to find it. Because the CEP portion of it is found under capio. And I think this is one of the most frustrating parts of this chapter for you guys, is being able to look up the words because you don't know what to look it up, because CEP is not in the dictionary. It's under capio. Do you see what I mean? So think about that. Go back and memorize your vocabulary.